So if you've been looking to get a Steam Deck, this is the review for you. I'm not just telling you this shit just because your boy got the juice. It's just because I got two different perspectives covered. I got the Switch perspective and the PC perspective. So this perspective is coming from somebody who's been primarily gaming on PC from like 2014 to 2017. And then for some odd reason, I decided to just primarily game on the Switch from 2017 pretty much up until now. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the review of the Steam Deck. We'll say the setup and just overall prep time of it was actually extremely fast. It runs off of the Steam OS system. You can put Windows on there as well if you want to. But I was kind of interested to see how the Steam OS system kind of stacked up and how it just felt to, you know, try this boy out vanilla. Try it solo dolo. Got about 200 some odd games in my library, and about 56 of them had the green check mark of approval that meant that them boys was going to work 100% no problem. So the thing about the compatibility with the Steam Deck and its games in your library, Steam is also actively updating certain games to make them compatible, but there are certain ones that might have like a little kind of yellow mark saying like, hey, you might have some issues with this game. Just certain features, like you may have to use like a keyboard and mouse like right here, or it may have certain features limited, or like text may be hard to see. Just certain weird odd instances to where you might have a slight issue with this game. As far as performance goes, it's weird. A lot of them just end up working as well too, so it's kind of good to see like you're still able to use a good majority of your library. So if you're somebody that got a thick ass Steam library, this might be something that might be up your alley as well. Oh, I did unbox this puppy. Boy came shipped in the carrying case. I think that's pretty much how they all come. It has two touch pads on each side underneath the joysticks, and actually feeling each of the buttons, they all feel pretty good. They don't really feel like, you know, too stiff. They don't feel loose or cheap or nothing like that. Like, it's got some weight to it as well. You even got like two back paddles on each side as well. So it gives you a nice, good, comfortable feel. It pretty much covers all bases as far as whatever you want to have, like some spicy gameplay. It's pretty good. The one cool thing I think that you should also know, this thing has docking capability. So it was actually extremely easy and pretty much works exactly like a Nintendo Switch. If you can find any one of these docks, but you can find them on Amazon, they're fairly cheap. And you can actually get this dock. It can come with an Ethernet port, come with extra USB ports to plug in some controllers as well. I did plug in my Xbox One controller via USB, and this boy worked seamlessly. So it seems like it has that same like seamless docking ability that the Nintendo Switch has as well. But Valve's first attempt at a handheld console, I gotta say this thing is quite the beast. So I will be honest, as far as specs goes, you're gonna be running your current games either medium, some can actually run at high settings, but typically most of them are gonna be at medium settings. Some of the older like Xbox One, those generation games like PS4, some of those can actually run at high settings. I've actually been able to like max out some of the older games back in the day. If you're somebody that wants to get spicy and you want to play all different types of games under the sun, this thing can really handle it, and it's pretty surprising. Now, this is one thing that I just want to give you guys a pre-warning of. This is still into the PC world. The one thing that everybody will consistently say that has ever gamed on PC will know you've experienced some oddball issue that drove you fucking crazy. So there has been either a game that may have been crashing like crazy, maybe you haven't got it to launch, something like that. I remember PUBG used to give me a lot of problems, but there used to be games that sometimes give you problems. I will be honest, the one game I had the most issues with was God of War, and that's only because the game was just crashing. And I think that game has like some type of memory leak where I can only pretty much play the game down there for 2 hours and it decides to crash. And that's a game that's apparently Steam Deck certified, and I don't know why that shit's not fixed yet. It's not always pretty on the Steam Deck. I mean, I have had a good few times where this boy has like locked up and crashed on me. But it's not, I'm not going to say like an everyday occurrence thing, but depending on the game I played, where some have been Steam Deck certified, they might crash here and there. So I'm just starting to notice like, it happens, just do a quick reset and then I was good to go. But I have noticed that with God of War, and it seems like it's been on the Steam store for a long time. It's been Steam Deck certified for quite some time, but it has an issue. It's like a memory leak to where you gotta go ahead and tinker around with the shit. So I don't know. Shit just needs to get fixed with that puppy, so hopefully I'll find a workaround for that. But typically that is the only game that's really giving me issues on my Steam Deck was God of War. And I was able to get the finals to crash less than that shit. And the finals isn't even supported. Oh, right here.
You hear those voices too?
Yeah, I'm like, somebody's talking back here.
Silent.
Oh no, please don't. Whoa. Fucking Baldur? Oh, it's about to crash. It's about to crash.
I have 2 different bows and arrows.
Uh-oh.
It's like every 5th arrow on this one, I can set them on fire.
Well, we crashed. I knew that shit was coming. So we officially hit the 2-hour mark, and this shit decided to crash. That's fine. It's definitely something I feel like needs to be reviewed. But sometimes you just have some of these issues. Like, I mean, 2 hours in and it crashes. Does that, like, infuriate me? No. At the same time, it's like, should it be happening when you have the green check mark on your shit? No, it should not. I'm gonna need you to, like, you know, kind of not be fucking up like that. I do know that you can actually do some upgrades on this as far as the memory goes. I think you can actually get some RAM in it. I don't know if they started making like those RAM sticks for this puppy yet, but I do know this boy supports upgrades to where you can actually easily break the system down and kind of replace some of the parts just in case. So they kind of had the whole PC like mindset in for this boy, so that's actually pretty cool that this thing will actually support some upgrades in the future. But as far as like the overall power goes, it's pretty powerful as it is, which I was just more surprised of how seamless the docking portion worked, and just how seamless, of course, downloading the games, getting everything set up, and then mainly having this thing as a primary gaming system. I can see being a real benefit. This thing is really, like I said, it's a portable PC. You can even make this thing, you can do video editing on it. You can do a lot of different things on this device. So if you're somebody who wants to get spicy and tinker around with it, you're definitely more than welcome to. But as far as the base model, there's definitely a lot to unravel with it. I'll definitely say that. The cool thing is storage options. It gives you plenty of capabilities to get spicy with, and overall just look and design and everything on this puppy is just sick. I like it. So there's not much else I can say. I'm just actually surprised Valve went out and did this shit. It's pretty crispy, my guy. If you have a Steam Deck, if you plan to get one, let me know what you think on it in the comments down below. So as always, guys, I would love to thank you guys for tuning in. This is your boy QKG, and peace out.